Still on the Nigerian presidential election, I want to use this opportunity to send a vote of thanks on behalf of myself and on behalf of good many Nigerians to yet another person that most Nigerians will see and view as unworthy of our Thanksgiving. And that is the Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, the former governor of Lagos State. I feel from my monitoring work, from the monitoring work I did leading towards the election and from my research, I see that that man is another man that had given his life and has put his life on the line, in danger, to be able to help Nigeria have a successful election. And the victory and the new government that we have, I think, is largely thanks to Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, because, first of all, he accepted to merge his party with General Buhari's party. Secondly, he allowed for his position. It was a sacrilege. He sacrificed his position because as the head of a party, he probably had the ambition of becoming a president or a vice president himself, but because he had agreed to allow President Buhari to be the flag bearer, that means he had to withdraw his candidacy. And also being a Muslim, as the general is, it means also he will not just not be able to run as a presidential candidate, he will also not be in the position to even be a vice president. So he had to really make himself, you could say, irrelevant politically, just to be able to make sure there is a general victory for opposition party in Nigeria, and also for the good of Nigeria itself. And so I think that despite the faults that people might find with Governor Tinubu, that just like none of us is without faults, that still we need to acknowledge the good things that people do. We need to give credit to who credit is due and give honor to those who deserve that honor. And I think Governor Tinubu is one of such individuals that we as Nigerians and as young Nigerians must tell our elders that they are doing a good job when they do well, and acknowledge them and appreciate them and encourage them to even go for it and do better things. And some other people don't see the need to glorify or thank Tinubu because of the so-called many evils that he has perpetrated. Well, I don't know of those evils. I've not done any research on them, but I could see clearly some of the good he has done. For him to come up with a candidate such as Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, I think the guy has got some ear for good pick and for good people. And also, I know that he's the one who came up with the candidate of Rauf Aregbesola as the governor of Osun State. Well, it means the guy, for as far as I'm concerned, he's doing his best in Osun State. And so it means there is something in this Tinubu man that's making him to have to have a pick for the right people. And because compare those two people only to all the people who have been picked by PDP. These are some of the best people in the country, and he was able to bring them to the limelight, political limelight for our nation. Someone like the governor of Ekiti State that just lost out at the Opeye or whatever his name was. But he is another brilliant man that, even though he lost, but many people said he did actually well as the governor of Ekiti State. And also, I'm from Ogun State, and my governor also is coming from that same party. Amosu, and then the Oyo State governor. All these people from APC have some contact, some influence from Bola Tinubu. So and you know, many people that I've heard that have spoken about Bola Tinubu will say that he's a visionary leader and is a man of purpose. Is a man with an agenda to see an improved Nigeria in our generation. Now, I know people are criticizing him, and I know people are saying he has ulterior motives. I know about a film that has been done about him, but you know, that could be done. If people could do such a film about Buhari, who is probably the most reputed politician in Nigeria, I'm not surprised that any dirt could be said about anybody. It's easier to throw dirt than to see what is good in people. You know what I've discovered as a pastor? I see that we as humans have only two possibilities when we look at people, great people. Either we will decide to see their good part and learn from them, or we will only see their negative part and castigate them. They will never become as great as they are. Now, if you are criticizing facts, and if you are pointing out concrete, acts of proven acts of their stewardship, and is fact-based, I think that is proper. But I have not done my investigation about him, because I'm not from Lagos State, but the product of his stewardship that I've seen, even by producing the Lagos State governor, Fashola, who has done so well. And I heard that the Fashola actually acted out his scenario that he had developed in Lagos State. So if the script is from Tinubu, and Fashola, played it out so well, and even for picking Fashola, does that not tell us a whole bulk of information about this man? And even that being a Muslim, living so wonderfully with a Christian born-again wife, it's difficult for me to only see some evil about Tinubu. I'm thinking that man deserves some of our honor as Nigerians. And I think from myself, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, I want to say a big thanks to you for the efforts that you have put into us having a new president. I want to say my gratitude and our gratitude for people who respect me and agree with me or follow me. I want to say our gratitude to you for helping us help make President Muhammadu Buhari the next president of Nigeria. Thank you for also playing a role in the emergence of our Vice President, Yemi Osinbajo. And a great appreciation to you for everything you have done over the years for Lagos State and for Nigeria in general. Thank you.